your cameraman and manager. Wanna try us? Find us in Chicago, or the north, or the west, or the south side. Probably where they talking antibiotics in the party, going in full throttle. We a body in the cycle on a drop beat. Knocking through the speaker, through the tweeter, off the meter. This a heater, if you're sitting from the top. See you, but for now we chillin'. Roll past chameleons. Look at all my people in the building. Keep your hands high, 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 high. Everybody put it high, 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 high. I say higher, y'all say higher. I say higher, y'all say higher. Take it higher, 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 higher. You say higher. I say higher. You say higher. Take it higher, 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 higher. Blink, think, impossible to touch it. Grab that nut that they say you are, then bust it. I go against the tank with a butter knife for my dreams. I believe it, and I believe in the things that was promised to me. Kept me flowing through my obstacles till they die. Shouldn't have let my mama leave the hospital. You should have tried to stop it, dude. Call it off. Blocks the door, but you let it escape with the most amazing phenomenal. Oscillamo, Osama, and Antakama, Kasama, go lava, lock to the bomb of the night. Nah. Let's do it right, let's bring her up, Yo, it's the K to the L to the OVE. From the hammer to the shower, rockin' MICs, it's K-Love! It's K-Love! Yeah, it's the K to the dot L-O-V-E. From the hammer to the shower, rockin' MICs, it's K-Love, who that? It's K-Love, who that? Alright, come on, let's bring the greatest up here. Where's Jay-Z? Put that Jay-Z on real quick. Let's kick it off. Somebody know? You get 100 points. Let's go. That was a cool one. That was a few of them. Come on. Yeah, you know what that was. You know what that was.
Okay, maybe you know.
I always had a relationship with God, but some religions only seem to keep me convicted. I always had respect for my peers, but their opinions only seem to keep me restricted.
Let's go.
Like great ballers, and if that was some clout, I would have been a well-known baller. A ball of confusion who they thought me as was who I was becoming. I could always see everything that I could be, but all they could see was everything that I wasn't. Might as well locked me in a pen. They put a lock on my pen. They saw I had a agenda. perception of being intimidating. I can think about when I was a little girl being too much. You know, she talked too much. She always in grown folks' business. They looked at me and wondered, how could this little bitty girl have this much confidence? This much audacity to speak her truth at a young age. Now, I got popped in my mouth for it. But I was brave enough to say it because somebody instilled in me self-belief. Self-belief is intimidating. That's why Jay-Z was the first one that I put up there, because somebody that believes in themselves when everybody else is doubting them, that's intimidating. This world want to make you not believe in yourself, and I refuse to live that type of life. You don't know what I've come from. I come from a long line of amazing DNA just in general. Let's talk about the women in my family. Do you know the type of black women that I surround myself with? Listen, I know black women that do everything. Everything? Everything. Okay? How could I not walk and carry myself like that? So, I outlined 8 people just in my life, in my cipher, in my mind that hold these attributes of being intimidating. And I pulled out what attribute about them is actually intimidating. And so, number 1 was Jay-Z. And his self-belief is intimidating. The second one that I want to talk to y'all about is who I call Mama Maya. Who knows something about Maya Angelou, man? Listen, let me tell you. When I was younger, you know, I memorized her poems. And, you know, that was cool. You know, I was like, oh, okay, this is a cool little poem. And last year, out of all the years I've been doing poetry, and I've been doing this for 14 years, somebody told me to watch this documentary on Maya Angelou. And so I watched one documentary and I was so intrigued. Y'all, I have watched everything on Maya Angelou all over YouTube. I'm talking about anything that you can think of that had Maya Angelou on it. I watched it and I realized Maya Angelou is goals for my whole entire life. Do you understand me? There's nothing that this woman didn't do. I'm talking about nothing. As an entertainer, as an activist, as a woman, she really lived her life. But my favorite part, she said she's on a talk show, and they were congratulating her for all the success that she got off of I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, right? And they were telling her how wonderful she was, and she feels like the reporter kind of set her up. So the white woman that was interviewing her, you know, they were saying, well, how do you feel? You know, you've done this, you've done this, you've done this, naming all her accolades. And then she hit her with the, you know, how do you feel knowing that you did all of that and you actually used to be a madam? Maya was a pimp. What? A pimp. And Maya said in that moment, she was like, okay, I have to make sure that this never happens again. I don't want to ever hide pieces of myself so that a person could attempt to front me off. So she wrote the follow-up to I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, which is a book called Gather Together in My Name. And in that book, she exposed her time as a dancer, her time as a madam, her time as a teenage mother, and like really just let it out. Because see, when you tell on yourself though, come on, somebody testify. When you tell on yourself though, let me tell you, haters and hate, they dwell in a place of guilt and shame. If they can guilt and shame you about something that you've been through, they got you. But when you get brave enough to tell on yourself, and you like, so now what? What y'all gonna say now? So now what? Yeah, I did it, so now what? And so this is why I say, Maya Angelou, listen, self-acceptance is intimidating. It's one thing to believe in yourself, but when you start accepting yourself, even the dirty parts, even the parts that people frown about, when you accept yourself, you transcend to another level. So, in honor of the great ancestor Maya Angelou, I'm gonna spit this poem for Mama Maya. Who knows something about phenomenal woman? Makes some wonder where my secret lies. See, I'm not cute, nor am I built to suit a fashion model size. But when I try to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. I say it's in the reach of my arm, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl in my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenal woman. That's me. I walk into a room just as cool as you please. People be hating the way I walk in a room. Listen. I walk into a room just And to a man, the fellows stand or fall to their knees. They swarm around me like a hive of honeybees. I say, it's in the fire in my eyes, the flash of my teeth, the swing in my hips, the joy in my feet. I'm a woman, phenomenal woman. That's me. Men themselves have wondered just what they see in me. You ever had somebody tell you like, I don't usually date? I know you don't, boo. I know you don't. I know you don't. I know you don't. I know you don't. Men themselves have wondered just what they see in me. They try so much, but they can't touch my inner mystery. And even when I try to tell them, they say they still can't see. I say, baby, it's in the arch of my back, the sun of my smile, the rod of my breast, the grace in my style. I'm a woman, phenomenal woman. That's me. And now you see just why my hair is not bowed. People be wanting you to walk with your head down. You're too confident. Now you see why my hair is not bowed. See, I ain't gotta shout, jump about, or talk real loud. When you see me walking past, baby, it ought to make you smile. I say, it's in the click of my heels, the bend in my hair, the palm of my hand, the need for my care. I'm a woman, phenomenal woman. That's me. Thank y'all. Y'all make some noise. The ground you stand on, I'm hands-on hips, quick with it, come equipped with it when I shift with it, but I never clock out. I rock out, better than your trap house. Better ask about she, the thrift store shopping, show stopping, nation building, wound healing, war filling with the warm feeling, Susie Q. I'm such a freaking lady raising your babies and your IQ. Here's a haiku. Amen be amen. But it's kind of funny because Ashe be a she. Praise be to the Most High. I see the humor, laughing, rumor has it. I'll pull your tailcoat on some other shit. I'm mothership. I raised you little sailboat. And you can't skip a skipper. I'm zero no higher. The angels carry my clouds. Dudes wanna marry McCloud. They yearning for my learning, my aura burning, so I shoot the flame at them. I'm Jane Addams thorough, cause I'm standing on the shoulders of Margaret Burrow. And only a true lion can tame her. Fannie Lou Hamer, never forget who nannied you strangers. They say we in danger. Say we in danger. I say we end danger. I be that educated black woman and I be like Batwoman, the goddess of Gotham. I got the gods out the gutter. I got them in line with new linings by the daughters of the water. I write out the line. I'm out the lines. Try to decipher mine, that'll be the first time you get a cipher from a line. I'm that refined fine. That refined fine. That refined fine like God made me cute twice in one lifetime. I mean, really, what's life without a woman's lifeline? I manifest, and I'm fresh. No need to check Fashion Week, cause I don't fashion a week. No need to see who wore it best. I got that Nzinga demeanor, I'm war at best. I'm worth the struggle it is to keep me. I'm gonna say that shit one more time. I'm worth the struggle it is to keep me. I'm gonna say it loud enough so my ex can hear. Listen. I'm worth the struggle it is to keep me. I'm feeling sweetly. I'm go against the grain, but I'm good for you. Eat me. Listen. I'm food for thought. And look what I brought. All these tools and all these jewels. All these jewels. I fed all these dudes off all these food. We having miracles for dinner. I'm the resource center that restores sinners. I'm inviting and a vitamin like a vitamin with an echinacea chaser, Jackie, Sir, Joiner, Truth, Diva. Best believe I'm something like a Kathleen Cleaver. See these dudes on the block. They thought I was a thought. I said, I think not. I'm Nefertiti, sweetie. I'm a good catch, but wanted that. I said I'm a Sada and a Feeney Shakur, and even before that, I mothered more than half your 4-pack. Need more facts? Okay, cool, listen. I done raised a plenty of fellas. I'm Winnie Mandela. I'm Stella with hella grace, no biggie, just hella faith. No one can take my place. I own it. Real quick. Can we turn the spotlight on the stage? Let's get that. Can we turn the spotlight on? Who's talking that around here? 'Cause y'all got to see all this fabulousness, okay? Listen. I said I'm Winnie Mandela. I'm Stella with hella grace, no biggie, just hella faith. No one can take my place. I own it. Period. I'm on it. Listen, no one can take my place. I own it. My period. I'm on it. So listen. Give me my FaceTime. I was your first friend. Before your matter even mattered, you sat on some black woman's bladder. So why you mad at her? Give me a hug, man. I'm Harriet Tubman. Man, when you Panthers were just some little cubs, man, I washed your white socks and put your ass in a tub. Man, where's the love? Man, what's a man's hand without the warmth of a woman's glove? Man, when it's cold, man, y'all sleeping on me, but I'm flyer than the rest. No, for real, y'all sleeping on me, but I'm flyer than the rest. I'm just that Betsy Cole. Man.
And stress, I watched that pencil press, and pressed and repressed all at the same time, reminded me of my own approach. Live and let learn, teach and be taught, take it all in. I may not remember it all, but this is just what I have to do for now. They've taught me more than I can ever give them credit for. Probably more than they'll ever know, but one thing's for sure, I see their face when I step on the stages. When I write these words down on pages, when I put these 2 feet down on pavement. This is my rites of passage, my gift to society. You think I'm gonna let the world take that from me with them 2 little boys sitting at home relying on me? He asked to hear my music. I remain calm, but inside I'm losing. He's not too cool for me. In return, I'll never be too cool for you. They peace standing tall because they saw me do it. So that effect has been noted, but please let it be noted that I told my job they can dock my pay, but right now which is way more important to take you to school every day. I told my job they can dock my pay, it's just way more important to take you to school every day. Just so you can walk through those doors with your chest poked out as you've allowed me to. You walk standing tall. I walk standing tall because of you. A lot of what I'm teaching you, your grandparents taught me, and these streets can't have you. I'm way too selfish. I've taken myself out of so many situations. I'm so selfless. See, I'm a man with a plan. You can hear it in my voice, but being a father is an honor, a duty, a choice, and I chose you. Nobody else. Not even your wonderful mother, as amazing as she is, and that she is, but if you fail, it's all on me. I remember the first time I talked to him on the phone, I was down in Texas performing. And I told him, I'm trying my very best just to make you proud. And he probably had no clue what I was saying because he was only 2, but he ended that conversation with I love you. And I cried. I lived. You may not be afraid to die, but I found something to keep my motor going forever, fueled. See, I was a man with a plan. Now I'm a dad with a decree, and you can't stop me. My sons ain't raised by no coward, and they won't be one either. If this be the measure of a man, the yardstick gonna need way more meters. I take it too far so they never come up short, and that's an extended metaphor. Let's get right, dog. Let's get right. Let's get right. A lot of people not gonna tell you when it's good, man. today I was sitting there watching my son, my youngest. I got an oldest and a youngest. My oldest is 9 and my youngest is 3. And my youngest, his name is Zulu, right? And Zulu is everything that his name sounds like. And I'm watching him, like I'm working on the computer. He's like, he has like my headphones on. He's like reading his Leapfrog books, like laying on like my wife's old boppy, and like he's like doing push-ups and just all kind of like stuff in the span of like 15 minutes. And he just steady calling my name. Dave, look at me. Look. I'm like 5, 4, bend your elbows, not your back. So come on, 5, 4, you know. And in that moment, I had to take a picture of him and send it to my wife, and I had to tell her thank you, man, because those 2 boys, I know that sometimes, I know people will have different experiences with parenting and all that different stuff. I came here to tell you my own experience, and it's one of the most beautiful things I've ever witnessed in this world. And I had to tell her thank you for these love bombs that we've created, these amazing beings that we get to be around every single day and help create, mold, and push out there into the world and explode and detonate upon touch to just release all this love we've thrown inside of them. Like, that is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in life, you know. And I know it's trivial sometimes, or like, I know it's so many stigmas placed around dads. That's why Malak is so excited right now, because we are the same ilk, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are dads out there who really love their kids, you know? It's dads who really love their kids, you know, and I don't want that narrative to ever get lost in the shuffle, you know? And people love in different ways. Like, everybody's love ain't gonna sound like mine. Everybody ain't gonna be poetic, you know? My dad, he used to write my sister, and every time somebody asks me when did I get started writing, I always tell them, oh, well, my dad used to write my sister and our poems, and he used to call us prince and princess in our poems, and that was so magical, because now I see that turning into real life. But he didn't talk like me. He wasn't like, I talk to my kids all day. As soon as my son got in the car today, when I picked him, I said, hey man, I told you mama today that I'm thankful for you. I don't want you to ever forget that. You're amazing. You're full of love, and I love you, and I know everyone. My dad and I didn't have those conversations. I knew it just because of how he was, but I am different. I'm going to be very, very vocal about it. And my oldest, he's like, thanks. But I'll see him drawing like me. I'll see him drawing love and all these different things, and I see so many parts of me in him that he may not say vocal. I see him writing poetry. I see him deciphering things. I see him doing things and getting excited about things that I know comes from that love that is steady being pushed on. And I see the way in which my youngest loves, and it's so important that we never forget that narrative. That love can be intimidating too, but it's never forgotten.
Still gonna notice me. You on your 3rd degree, and mentally you still couldn't hold a match to me. I'm 3rd degree. Burn your books. You ain't got what it takes for what my learning took. Professor Greatness. Call me Professor Greatness, but I ain't take the college course. No, I was divinely rerouted. While others read about it, I beat about it, go see about it. But you think you made what you asked for, but my position is a result of what favor did. But I don't expect for you to get me. It's a different world, Whitley. And you're still stuck in the school days while I'm marching to the beat of my own drum line. So while I ain't saying that many tassels, ask about me. Every day, I'm out here changing lives. Call it college. Thank y'all so much. I got the police looking at me, but they can't. I'm the most lyrically untamed. She beats to the game. Tasmanian Dane ripping tracks and I train apart and shit just like the dash in my name. Back in the meter, that's a hazardous game. Made the lion, left a lion with half his mane. Push my pen, pop your jugular vein. My words cold, thoughts scroll, nigga under your brain. Under that thing, all up in your psyche with it. Doing nasty with the newness, but I keep it slightly finished. I got ambitions of a rider. Pull up on a freaky nasty beat and a rider. I ain't no killer, but don't push me. I love it when they talking greasy. I be like, oh, sucky, sucky, hey. And then I beat with the bars. Beat him with the beat, then he dish him with his squad. I told him y'all really wanted with me. Give you a glimpse of a Tupac and he was born with double D. So, and every now and again, right, spit a poem for you, play a little quiet band. I be like, all right, I'm gonna get nasty. Listen, I say, I'm coming for that ass, like anal sex, with a brain of text, train a disabled vest. No doubt, what you know about dudes so paid they put a credit on my account. I got bored, started paying on yours. You don't wanna play in these verbal wars. No beef, just a piece from the loose leaf. Herbivore, fuck what you heard before. You don't know what you're in for. Thinking I'm just that little mentor, just the kind of shit I was meant for. I'm known for being notorious. I'm noticeably noted for being notable. Even posted level posted the posted. I'm posted, poised in my position. You posing, I'm poisoned. Yeah, you wanna pick, but I'm chosen. I take the cake like a hostess, whether featuring a hostess is a hostage situation. I'm holding heads captive like massive male masturbation. Disaster waiting. You ain't sick, you suck. That's the difference between you and I. Pause me up, band, real quick. Listen. No music, listen. I said, I'm coming for that ass. Like anal sex with a brain of text, train a disabled vest. No doubt, what you know about my dudes so paid they put a credit on my account. I got bored, started paying on yours. You don't wanna play in these verbal wars. No beef, just a piece from my loose leaf. Herbivore, fuck what you heard before. You don't know what you're in for. Thinking I'm just a little mentor, this the kind of shit I was meant for. I'm known for being notorious, I'm noticeably noted for being notable. Even posted, level posted, the posted, I'm posted. Poised in my position, you posing, I'm poison. You wanna pick, but I'm chosen. I take the cake like a hostess, whether featuring a hosted is a hostage situation. I'm holding heads captive like massive male masturbation. Disaster waiting. Listen, I said, you ain't sick, you suck. That's the difference between you and I. Shoulda spell check. Nice try. No more Mrs. Nice Guy. It's too much clowning and cooning in here. So tonight, I'm here to ruin careers like bad drops. You center stage, but I'm the backdrop. Play with it. Any of you actors could get it like a free sample. This the preamble. Constitution. Vows be bucking. Consonants be shooting while you be talking absurd. My actions be stalking my words. Why yo idle be, I be Ida B. Well, kinda sick. You counterfeit like a tantrum in your pantry. I'm nice with it, philanthropy. Do you really want it with me? I was hoping not. I call your ass polka dot, cause every time I turn around, you in the same spot. Mad again. Steady pump faking, never making no moves. Mannequin. Got you Saturn with no rings. You're calling, counseling, needing counseling. And I'm your therapist. Very pissed. You're a sample. Urine sample, very pissed. Oh shit. You done got me started. Now you can charge it to the game like a rocket launcher. I'm a phenomenal woman. That's not just my name, it's my mantra. And half a mantra is man, and if you know mine, then that's a double entendre. Go on and sit your ass down so you can clowned by somebody's mama. Listen, clap it up for yourselves one time, one time, one time.
Tip metaphors, I spit my similes first.
Let's go.
And of course it hurts when I hit your skin. Put you on a lifeline, contact your next to kin. Even got the Mexicans rocking with her. AI can't pass our home. Killed all the line. ET can't even phone home. Even in space, I never jam. Only steady when I'm in mama hands. I echo through the blocks in the middle of the night with no mic. Hold your kids tight. Sally, them standing by the seashore and got shit on the shelves. I'm stunning. I'm a death eagle in the middle of Inglewood. Tongue on the trigger, wishing a person would pull it.
I keep her locked and loaded with a barrel full of bullets ready to explode and unload on any of these poets that want to pose with their pros as pros, perpetrating a fraud, preying on my precious baby girl poetry. Prepare to go to war with me. I keep an arsenal full of artistic tools ready to let loose on you fools. So by the time my baby poetry goes to school, they already know she got a crazy mama with a lyrical llama, a bad mama jamma with the grammar for a grandma, and a daddy was an MC with a hammer. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. I bust quick. I keep a banger rocking bangles ready to bang a bastard faster than porn actors. I keep a tucked in my little clutch until it's time to bust like CTA tracker.
You want a problem?
You want
this
problems?
revolver's gonna solve them, cause I'm protecting poetry and I be damned if she placed in the hands of the wrong. Click, clack, bang, bang, elephants ready, now where's Rome? Call me Hannibal. Buckshots blasting, eating at your skin like a cannibal. When poetry steps in the room, she lights it up like a million candles. Too hot for you to handle, she spits fire. Like a mixture of drugs, nobody else can take you higher. She should be illegal, but the coppers can't cop her. Won't be like daddy, industry can't cop her for a couple of pieces of copper. Even in the hood, writer's block couldn't stop her. Nobody can. And as long as I'm locked and loaded in mama hands, I'll put you to death if you ain't rocking with a jam. Mama gonna protect her baby by any means, even if that means getting mean with me. I'm a 380, but you don't want this heat.
You don't want this heat? You don't want this heat? Listen. So of course, I keep a nice piece, right? You see it. So of course, the streets be at her, but she will whack a weak speaker dead in the middle of his or her feature. See, she's my little street sweeper. She looks sweet, but she leaks ether. My heat kicking up more heat than a broken project heater. Want a meter? Just come to where my set is. Talking reckless, and I'll introduce you to my shells or Michelle. No Obama, just a mama of an art form that I'll bear arms for. Panda limbs. Ridiculous rappers get to rambling, I let her handle them. Oh, you think it's funny? I keep a thumper handy, a bunny, no Bambi. And everybody on the scene that already seen poetry's mammy going hammy. Listen, just the other day, I heard somebody say, hey, KO-47 with an AK-47. I need a 4-5, I need a 4 plus 5, that's a 9. Cat lives, all because a cat lied on the mic. I got the snapping, fucking with my poetry, you know it's bound to happen.
Mama always packing, never lacking. Pull out the magnum and you know it's cracking. I'm a Saturday night special, but I work fine every other day of the week. And to the hands of the weak, poetry will never be handed over. Blessed by the great Lincoln Hughes, once pushed a stroller. Baby hairs, Maya Angelou once stroked them. So makes you think all that one unworthy artist touch her. Straight from the poetry scene, the ambulance gon' rush her. Block it off in red and yellow tape, but them the times you can't rewind. And I'm the gun protecting poetry until the end of time. Hold on, I think I hear the baby crying and get that critter calico.
So I grabbed the calico,
Mama hold me close,
egging me on toast I got from my kinfolk.
right through the Malcolm was holding in the photo by the window.
Standing at poetry's door, cock back,
Click, clack,
rat-a-tat-tat.
I bust my gun in.
I'm never running.
Hold on, I hear somebody coming. Bang.
I'm human. I make mistakes all the time. This lady on the screen, man. Can y'all see her really good? That right there is Martha Haley. In life, man, you come across so many mamas. I was watching a poem on Facebook, and a brother was talking about how he ain't never met a black woman that wasn't his mama. And you think about it, we just had this instinctive nurturing touch that we give, and it's regular. Anybody's baby is your baby. If they come up to you, they need their nose wipe, anything, you become that instantly. And by chance, I was able to meet this woman, and when I tell you, sometimes you are just kindred spirits with people. Let me tell y'all about how amazing she is. Martha Haley got diagnosed with breast cancer in '96. They gave her 2 years to live, y'all. Martha Haley made her transition in November of last year. Come on, think about that, y'all. Come on now, think about that. Let that just marinate on your soul right there. This woman beat cancer and every party tried to attack her in. When I tell you her spirit was so resilient and bold, and she just kept coming back. Like she just kept coming back. She told me one day, I said, what did you do? Like what kind of deal did you have with God? How do you get that much time like that though? Like what kind of deal did you have? And so as I found out more about her life, I found out we had so much in common. So Martha, when she was a younger woman, she started a summer camp program for the kids in the neighborhood that she ran from her crib, right? Right? That's ironic. If you know the K-Love story, then you know this is what I did. Martha Haley wrote poetry and was very, very, very much so into poetry, right? I was like, wow. Martha Haley did work with the Black Panther Party. Like, if you know K-Love, if you follow me, you already know, like, this is my life. How did I meet this amazing woman? And when I was thinking about this show, man, initially I was gonna do all like famous people with these qualities that are intimidating, but I know so many not famous people that's famous in my heart. They famous in my soul, and so I would be remiss if I did not honor her, man. One of my newest ancestors, man. And if I had to pull out an attribute about Martha Haley that's intimidating, I would say unexplainable favor is intimidating. People look at you and they don't know how the doors open for you. They don't know why you got the favor that you got, and you can't even explain it, but they be intimidated by that. How she do that like that? And so she gave me so much in life. I would be remiss if I didn't honor her in death. Love to the ancestor. If we could just get a moment of silence real quick for Martha Haley, it'll make me really happy. About how he handled the hand he was handed. I'm talking about the type of brother that had dealt with some hard issues. Type of brother fall down, get up and wipe his tears with scar tissue. I need a brother that survived some shit. One that's lasted through whips, more lashes than chicks. I need a God equipped with gashes, scratches, and nicks, but still mixed with magic and gifts. A king that can cope with the contusions from his confusion. A brother that knows how to lose and not lose him in the process. One that's failed, one that's taken L's and shit, probably smoked some too. The type that's made well, a dude that's made do through the furnace with lesions from learning that earned him some wisdom. I'll take the tattered type. I'll take the tattered type that's battled life and death within himself. His whelps be wealth of knowledge. You can call his cuts college, cause they taught what the textbooks couldn't teach. I love a brother not so far removed from the streets. One that's danced with the feet and his footwork is still imprinted in the pavement. One who ain't afraid to tell me where the pain went. One that survived his enslavement. Give me the brother who made it. I love a reformed thug with warm hugs. I swear to God I do. I love a reformed thug with warm hugs and pierced skin, fierce men who made it through. I love your freckles and faded tattoos. I keep a jar of shea butter just for you. Cause I believe in building with brothers with blisters. I swear I do. Check some of my exes list. I believe in building with brothers with blisters. And as a woman, I only surround myself with sisters that see life from all angles. Bruises and bangles, draped in scrapes but still cloaked in capes, whose hurts don't hurt no more, cause they've healed and been healed before. Been through the Ringa and Zinga, warrior women with stories on living from dust to dope. Hustle to hope, goddesses, often on some human shit. In tune with grit and grind, grown through wit and time. Corns on their feet, just like mine. Like mine. the keepers of cocoa butter, for cuts to come. I hang around the type of women that ain't afraid to tell you that they look dumb. For love, a time, a two. I hang around the type of women that'll tell you straight up what they've been through. I love, let me tell y'all something about honest black women. Let me tell y'all, I hang around some elders that are so real, y'all. So real. Shout out to Mama Dr. Carol Adams in the building, man. I hang around the women that'll tell you straight up what they've been through and revisit sometime. The type of women with stretch marks on their bellies and thighs from either giving life or shit, just living life. Baby, these are the signs. Women with clear vision, dark circles underneath their eyes. Moon mamas that suffer womb trauma, mastectomies and more, still soaring with their swords. See, I need friends with flaws. I don't want no perfect friends. I can't do nothing with y'all. I need friends with flaws. I'll take my mentors marred in mistakes, laced with lessons, still questioning life, cause ain't nobody always been right. So save your persona of perfection for playtime with tots. I'm a grown ass woman. I know life done thrown some rocks. So tell me about the time your throne was rocked, your crown almost fell off, that time you were lost, how you survived your hell. Tell me about that light that lit your path so well. Do tell about those relationships that fail and set sail. See, I hang around humans, people with pimples and problems. I said I hang around humans, people with pimples and problems. You could catch them any given day, walking through Gotham like, you want to know how I got these scars? Villains turn victims, because they're still standing, works of art, unapologetic about aesthetics, because they done been through it all. And we be each other's band-aids until we get better. See, beneath the pus, we can laugh and pick our scabs together. Call me when your stitches itch. I'm unbothered by your blemishes, because it can never diminish your dope. Because every time you get the courage to show the world your gory glory, you administer hope. And what if stars are really just scars on the body of a melanated sky? Place them. I said, what if stars are really just scars on the body of a melanated sky? Placed there by God, by design, to remind you of that time you survived when you thought you would die. Never be ashamed of the scars. They made you exactly who you are. Turn the lights up. Pause. Stay just like that. Posted the edited version on Facebook. It's some, listen. We got a little thing on saying. I ain't really get that one. I ain't really pass that one out to you. You know what I'm saying? I kept that one in the cut all the way. I had to crop it out for y'all. But I took a picture of myself with just my hair hanging down, my bare back, and I wear my waist beads all the time. And so I took that picture and okay, I sent it to one person. I ain't gonna say it. But listen, let's not hear that. Stay on my business. Listen, stay on my business, stay on my business. Listen, I'm trying to say is, what I'm trying to say is this. I had never sent that picture to Tyler. I didn't send her a picture at all. I didn't send her any kind of picture. So when she hit me back and she had this picture that looked almost, if you remember the picture I posted on Facebook, I looked almost like this. But I ain't had a strong ass man. Oh God, just say art imitate life. Come on, son. Now I'll tell y'all what's funny is when she first sent it to me, the brother's skin complexion was a little bit lighter. And so, you know, I'm weird, y'all. So I really be believing in signs and everything. I'm like, okay, so which light skin brother am I gonna manifest? Because the picture said that he was gonna be light. So like, is it you? But she ended up adding some more embellishment to it. She actually, because I then showed her the picture and then she put the belly chain on there and she gave him a little melanin song. If y'all see this brother, do you hear around here in the house like so? No, I'm joking. But this is a beautiful, beautiful painting, and so we just had an instant chemistry and we decided to do something great. I had an idea that both of us actually had somewhere within us. I've always wanted to start a line of greeting cards. And I was looking for artists to do so with. And so we just jumped out on faith and we produced a greeting card based off of this poem. Label too. With having that type of boldness and confidence as a little child, since the very beginning, adults who didn't know what to do with it tried to break my spirit. Even as a little girl, to have the ability to say some truth that's so cutting that it'll make an adult try to break your spirit. Anything they can do to humble you or to quiet you up or to shut your mouth. And the way God works is, I just had this unbreakable spirit. I still wasn't going to shy away from what I was saying. I fought all the time in school, and not because I was necessarily a bully, but because I was going to say what I said. As my homegirl say, I said what I said. I said what I said. And so I wasn't afraid of the confrontation that followed with it. But a lot of times, man, you get scars and you don't even know that you're hurt until you touch that place. November 20th, I started fasting. And I meant to do a 21-day fast. And here we are on the 78th day of my fast, and I gave up some things in my fast. And people always ask, you know, what did you give up? What did you give up? I gave up some things. I gave up eating meat. I gave up having sex. I haven't been doing any of that. But in addition to that, I added some things to my routine. Some intentional alone time to be quiet. And there was some times in the last 2 months that I've been fasting that I really wanted somebody to be there. I really, really did. But I felt like my alone time was purpose. And as I sat there quiet, a lot of time I developed a type of intimacy with the Creator that I know I've never had in my 36 years of living. I've never had. Like, talking to God became so regular to me that it was crazy. And in that alone time, I was able to find out parts of myself that was broken that I hadn't acknowledged. You ever thought you was over some shit? And because you wanted to be over it because your ego, and it's been so long and you supposed to be over it. You ever, as you get older, to start having more, you ever touch a part of your body and realize it's sore and you didn't even know it? You was like, what the hell did I do? I don't even know how it just all over. And if you don't know that it's sore, you can't heal it. If you don't admit that you hurt, you can't heal it. And so in my alone time, in my solitude, I had to confess, I'm hurt. So I started praying a prayer to God. I said, God, anything in me that's broken, fix it, make me aware of it, so that I can put my intentional healing towards it. I need to do that. And in these 78 days or so, I was able to heal from some things I thought I had been healed from and I wasn't healed from. And I'm so grateful for that alone time. While I've been fasting, I kind of been feeling isolated. You know, when you get these labels, like the picture that was up there, I did a video shoot for this poem that I'm gonna do for y'all. You know, people tell you you're intimidating. You're too much. How many people have been told that you're too much? You just too much, you know. And this is not just a brothers telling women this, because brothers get this too. Like, women can be intimidated by brothers as well, but it's almost easier to accept somebody telling you that you're not enough. Because if you're not enough, you can add things to yourself that can become more. But when somebody has the audacity to tell you that you are too much, you and all your everything that God created you to be, you out here shining your light like the only way you know how to. When somebody says it's too much, that's real damaging, because in order to be less, you have to literally cut parts of yourself. Oh, You know how painful it is to have to cut away parts of yourself? But I spent some time in my life cutting away parts of myself. I remember working in an all-female establishment, and you know, us having a meeting, and it was a job that I was passionate about. And the boss asked if did anybody have any suggestions? And of course, I had all the suggestions. We working with children? Yes, I got suggestions. I want to do this. Nobody else is saying anything. So after the meeting, she come to me. It's like, well, you know, you have to give other people a chance to say something, and you know, maybe they might feel intimidated to bring up their ideas because your ideas. So I said, okay. Next meeting we have, I don't say nothing. Not a mother. I said, I can't win for losing. What am I supposed to do? This is how God made me, baby. This is how God made me. And I've never been a woman to tear anybody down or make anybody feel bad about themselves, but how does my confidence offend you? How? You know, and like I said, and I will admit, like some brothers that I've scared away unknowingly, being too aggressive. When I love passionately. It's all consuming. I'm all the way in. You ain't gonna find nobody to fight with you like I do, but you ain't gonna find nobody to fight for you like I do either. You're not. The men I've dated have stated that my power is intimidating. They say they think I'm amazing. What I do with the words in the youth, admitted that I'm official, they say they ain't ready for the truth. They say they think it's dope that I'm standing on my square, but it makes them feel like the shape that's beneath me when they're not currently standing on theirs. And I'm like, damn, I get that. I'm only doing what I can. Six pack. I'm doing what I know. I'm from the go, pursuing what I love, so every second is grind time like I'm dirty whining in Jamaican clubs. And though I love making love, I'm starting to think my better half better mask himself as a dope-ass line, or a child that needs attention, or I'll miss him. Maybe I should settle for a simile, or cuddle up with my composition. Because it's like my calling is calling, and the calling is so persistent that I can't block her. She's like a stalker. Got me walking through the crowd to the stage, and I'd really rather be walking down the aisle to the altar. But what brother's gonna be bothered? Or father than babies that are mothered with no bloodline ties? I mean, for real. Who really want a woman that's so accountable for so many lives? Watched by so many eyes. My purpose is pushing, and the walls of my love have become numb, waiting for my time to come. I think I was about 31 when I realized I can't rhyme be a son, or marry a metaphor, or maybe I'll metamorph into a pen to paper make. No matter how much money my pen and paper make, I can't shake the thoughts of being a wife and motherhood. I keep wondering if I'll ever get the chance to be the kind of wife and mother my mother would be proud of. And though I love my art form, I was thinking, like, who gonna keep my heart warm? Like, maybe I should trade this notepad for a Boaz. And in between the sheets, he and I could write my greatest masterpiece, an umbilical cord connected to a life that feeds through me. Nothing more beautiful than this piece is. I mean, nothing more beautiful than this feet is. Nothing more beautiful than this fetus. And I'll be featured in his or her features. That's sure to be my greatest display of talent. But I'm struggling with balance. Insufficient funds. No fun. Leaving me no time to get a social life that's so light, because my soul is apparently so light that it's blind. in my heart, man. Even Steve Bartman said I was a good catch. Bad time. Ask the Cubs. I ain't lying. They say I'm overbearing. So Mufasa's feel minuscule. Even when I'm submitting, he get the tripping, thinking that the crowd gon' steal his attention. His insecurities that I attempt to secure in ease, but to no avail, seems to be the same thing that attracts men to me, seems to be what makes them repel and rebel. And yeah, I'm pretty on the stage from a distance, but the instance he gets a whiff of what my worth is, he's hesitant to purchase. And all of a sudden my true value is actually a deterrent. So no sooner than he waves high, he gets concurrent with the currents and waves by. I'm left to cry and rely on this mic for a shoulder, writing my folder. Seems like my wreck of a love life only makes this shit that I write colder. And yeah, I rock the mic, but the weight of the weight for my soulmate is starting to feel like boulders. Cause he like her, and he like her, and he like her, and she like her, and he like her. Lord. He like her, and he like her, and he like her, but won't wife her. The only rings I see coming my way these days are ciphers. And yeah, I see bands, but they usually playing behind the open micers. And it sets in when these kind of sets in. Y'all don't know how many birthday shows I went home and cried after. Cried. It sets in when it sets in. After intense shows, my 10th shows, I realize I'm surrounded by toes and prince clothes, poetic princess, awaiting her night and hating this arrival at the same time. See, let me explain. The night meaning a good man would be just fine, but the night that time defines, it only reminds it's only me and these rhymes and this movement. And yeah, my tongue is a church for the hurt, but it gets so lonely in this pulpit. No bullshit. Far from hopeless. So of course I get onlookers and approaches that approach her. But right then and there I realized that at least in Chicago, I'm some little girl's Oprah. And she's gonna choose what I showed up. So when choosing a soldier, my standards can't be standard. And I understand it's not an easy job. I recognize that the goddess inside me needs a God, but it's kind of hard to seize a God when the kings I meet look in the mirror and never even see themselves as a God. Seems like the brother's self-esteem be so scarred, so they quit before they even start. They see me and see an artist instead of seeing a heart. Automatically assume I need degrees, big cribs, and cars, material wealth. I really do better with the God of ethereal help. Someone to heal the healer when he holds her. Someone to wash her locks when nation building overloads her. And after Superwoman's done saving the entire world, it'd be so nice to have a brother that cradles me and allows me to be a little girl. Please don't let the limelight and the mic and the passion steal a wife and a mother that's still waiting to happen. Please don't be intimidated.